Yeah, it's a double-edged sword out here. It's cooler out here than it is inside, even with that cube chilled air thing wafting away. But obviously, it's effective to a degree. But also, the problem out here is it's probably like everywhere you're being buzzed by little insects and probably common houseflies. I suppose, and sometimes there'll be fucking midges. Right, so I've got my latest videos uploading up to Facebook, Instagram, and some on YouTube, which I'm sure you'll see. One I did it in kitchen about 10 minutes, or 10.5 minutes. Yeah, so I come up with a few ideas yesterday. They're not like you must do it now kind of ideas, but it's something for when we have a moment in our lives just to go, oh, yeah. Some may be a slow burner, some might be occasional. But if it'll just, like for example, the one I keep going on about, the one that you come up with mid-December last year. Where you come up with you come up with the idea of Jeffrey Horne walks home from work, which is an observation-based video. I mean, 6 months on, you haven't really progressed beyond what I would call the pilot episode. But I wish you will do that. Like I said to you, you will get some arsehole comments. Even if you just send it to me, I could put it on YouTube somewhere. You'll get some arsehole comments. It's not a lot of stuff that I do as a small niche. Like some people will like it. Somebody wanted me to carry on doing the those little compilations stitched together of me making a brew. Like showed it kettle being boiled. In the end, I just couldn't be asked for that anymore. So that one was an idea that I came up with. I tried a few times at putting, but in the end, I couldn't be asked. One I wish I could do was your walking home from work video, because like I said, no observation is boring. It's nice just to, like, it's unscripted, none of it's planned. It might not be how can I say, it might not be a mass appeal thing, like it's not gonna chop down Amazon Forest in rave reviews and subscribers. That's not the point. You're doing it for your own personal interest. If people come to like it, whether it's in double numbers, that's fair enough. I mean, a lot of stuff I do I don't really look back on, but sometimes it is nice to revisit, even if it's like those silly compilations that I do. So we'll discuss that first. So the compilation that I do, pouring ale into a glass. Now, as I said before, you get some aficionado who cringe at that very use of the title because they say that Carlsberg is not an ale, it's a lager. Or you can tell a person's breeding by what they drink. Because I was associate Carling with people in shell suits who sit on a brick wall near the parade of shops in a council estate. But Carling is, I will get some Carling if it goes on special offer, but at the moment my go-to ale is Angelo Peretti, which is two boxes of 12 tins, put there, mix and match, 20 quid. Like I said, that's 24 tins for 20 quid. When you compare, fucking flies, fuck off. A box of 18, which I've yet to see on promotion. Now, the day that the 18 box goes on rollback, it will make more sense to get that than the two boxes of 12 for 20 quid, which is like 24 tins for 20 quid. At the moment, it says £1.50 difference between the 18 box and getting 24 tins in two boxes of 12. Now, that, as you know, that started primarily from boredom. From when you were, as I said before, you were doing that one or two courses from the University of North Lincolnshire campus, online courses, and it did interfere with a lot of planned fleshes and planned zooms in place of fleshes, and it was getting in, it actually was getting in the way of a lot of them. Which was, you know, at the time it was very annoying. So it started out as just doing one video at a time, but then, like I said, I quickly realised the YouTube channel was bunged up with them. So I started to do it in compilations up to about 10 minutes. Now I've got it down to, I do it 5 minutes, so it's double the output, but it's still the same amount of time. And sometimes I do it on different phones. So what you see in the various compilations, which I've entitled now, to clear up any confusion. Pouring ale into a glass. Sometimes it's ... that's all, or that's it, or sometimes I put in brackets, including lager, because like I say, you get these people who are really up their own arse with like some of these. Cause like on Facebook, as you know, there's tons of people, any genre or interest you can think of. There's tons of them. Like with Blot Outdoors, even acknowledging you got Kent Survival, you got Yakker's Travel. Was that bloke with the Daft Data Summit? DC Outdoors, was that David Krangle? Whatever interest you can think of, whether it be retelling disasters, which could be anything from a building collapsing or a train wreck, or a building burning down, you got loads. Like fascinating horror, dark. Is it Dark Raven? And there's loads. Like people who go exploring the remains of old railway lines, and they walk along the track, and they show pictures before and after. Like Paul Whitwick. There's another one that does around London. I haven't been watching for long. Jeff Marshall, I think he is. Then you've got Paths to the Past. But they're a couple based around Sheffield area. Yeah, Paths to the Past. Husband and wife team. But like Paul Whitwick, he has his wife with him sometimes. But there's loads, man. There's loads, and each have their own subscribers, their own niche. I mean, I don't know what kind of niche I am. But like with a lot of stuff I do, if you don't like it, don't watch it. This is unscripted, unplanned. Well, that's how the pouring ale into a glass came about, through boredom. And now I've been doing it for at least 3 years plus, and I've enjoyed putting them together. Although say they're not all necessarily shot on the same night, because I spit it off my 3 phones. That one I talked about, which I tried but abandoned, that making brews.